Hey, what's up? This is Scott with Fantasy Football Frenzy. I'm by myself today. E-Man is on the party boat with the Minnesota Vikings. You can find us on Facebook at Fantasy Football Frenzy and on Twitter at FFFellas. Alright, so I'm going to just do it all in one shot today. I'm going to give you all the categories in one shot. I'm going to tell you about last week first, and I'll tell you about this week after that. Alright, so my bench last week was Tony Romo. He finished 13th, outside the top 10, outside the top 12. Definitely on your bench, unless you're in a 14-16 team league. I said Doug Martin was going to be a badass. He finished 8th. Thank you very much. My bad call last week was Tom Brady. I said he was going to be a bust and finished outside the top 10. He did not. He finished 9th and therefore belonged in your starting lineup unless you had someone better. Maybe you had RG3 because that's possible. You know, Brady early, RG3 late. But hopefully you still played him because a bust does not mean you benched them. It just means you should temper your expectations. Anyway, they did lose the game, the Patriots. But Tom Brady was still top 10. Alright, Kevin Cobb was my buried diamond last week, and I said he was going to finish inside the top 10. He didn't. Got injured late in the game, but he only had 13 points, so if you did start him, at least you had a decent fantasy day. But he did not finish inside the top 10. I actually say Christian Ponder was an honorable mention last week. He did finish inside the top 10, so if you did start him, I think you're pretty happy with that. He finished 9th, tied for 9th, I think. Alright, this week, my bench of the week is Matthew Stafford. They're playing the Bears, and ESPN has him ranked top 10 this week. He's actually 10th. The Bears are the top-ranked defense against quarterbacks. I put him on my bench. I'd rather start Josh Freeman against the Saints this week, and Freeman's at home, whereas the Lions are on the road against the Bears. So I like him on my bench this week. My badass of the week is Martellus Bennett. ESPN projects him as 4 points this week. He's got him ranked 12th. I think that's, unless he's injured, and I know he's been banged up a little bit, and he's helping out in the run game, but Bradshaw's injured a little bit this week. I like him to get some more shots, and the Redskins are pretty good against the run, so I think they're going to need to dump it off to Bennett a lot. I like Bennett in the top 5 this week, and that's what that means for a badass, for a tight end, top 5, so put him in your starting lineup. I've got, as my bust this week, which doesn't mean bench, just means bust, temper your expectations, and that's Reggie Wayne. Joe Hayden is back for the Browns, and I think he's going to be all over Reggie Wayne, so temper your expectations there. And 2 more honorable mentions for bust this week. As I mentioned before, Bradshaw against the Redskins D. Temper your expectations there, especially if he's still banged up. And it looked like he was on Friday. And then Matt Forte, who's on my team, he's running against the 6th-ranked Lions. I know he's had success in the past against them, but temper your expectations. 8 to 10 points is kind of what I'm expecting for Forte this week. All right, my buried diamond. This guy has been a stud for the last few weeks. Josh Gordon with the Browns. The Colts give up 25 points a game to wide receivers. A couple of the other Cleveland wide receivers are banged up. I like for Gordon to go off, and I'm projecting here top 10 for him. I'm expecting 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. You heard it here first. 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. That puts him, what, 22 points? Yikes. I'm going to say he gets, wow. All right, 18 points this week. Gets above 18 points. So I think he's a badass. Alright, that's all I get this week. Good luck. Welcome to week 7. Check back next week. I think E-Man and I will both be together. Fantasy Football Frenzy on Facebook. FFFellas on Twitter. Peace.